What do Ferraris and tortellini have in common, other than both being from Italy and both coming in all kinds of assorted colors? Well, not a whole lot, it seems. But ask Luciano Pavarotti and he will tell you. That's right, they both come from his hometown, Modena, in northern Italy. The city has a rich culture and history. Verdi and Toscanini took their first breath here, so music seems to be literally in the air. It is impossible not to be consumed by the city's Renaissance charm, which is present everywhere. The love for music and singing runs in the Pavarotti family. Luciano's father was a baker and an amateur tenor, so his son didn't have to look far for inspiration. Whether in the family business or at home, music was everywhere. Pavarotti once said that his parents were the most important people in his life as a singer. As well as being the greatest of human beings, they both filled him with the enthusiasm that should soon grow into passion. A passion for music and the voice. When he was young, his father, Fernando, used to take him to the Corale Rossi, the local choir, where the two sang side by side for 10 years. My mother, Adele, and my father would constantly listen to the radio and were always talking with friends about the great tenors of the day. Pavarotti recalls his childhood in a BBC interview. It was during these years that the young tenor developed his vocal skill here at the Istituto Musicale Pariggiato, the local music conservatory of Modena. Pavarotti has always stayed loyal to his hometown. For many years, he and his first wife, Adua, resided in this beautiful villa not far from the city center and well protected from the curious eyes of the tourist by the park that surrounds it. When the two divorced in the year 2000, she kept the house and a reported $35 million. He, however, kept this townhouse, located right in the heart of downtown Modena, and which is, anyway, a little closer to the local restaurants and coffee shops. And in 1987, he went back to his roots when he gave a benefit performance at the Modena Music Conservatory, the place that had given him the skill with which he would later turn himself into an international megastar. So what is it that sets Pavarotti apart from his colleagues? How did the master of the high C, the man with the white handkerchief, claim the top rank of today's tenors? He gave his professional debut in 1961, performing La Bohème here in the Teatro Municipale Romolo Valle in Reggio Emilia. It would gain him a lot of attention and mark the end of his career as an elementary school teacher and insurance agent. At the beginning of my career, we did Lombardi, we did Capuleti, La Figlia del Reggimento, and these are to be considered new discoveries of opera and a great success. And these were very costly operas. For instance, with the inauguration of Lombardi at the Opera House in Rome, with Scotto and Raimondi, and Maestro Mazzini conducting with a beautiful production of Scorzina, I remember it as if it was yesterday. It is a short romance, but interesting. Luciano would soon perform all over Italy, appeared in the famous Milan Scala, Vienna, Zurich, and London, where in 1963 at the Covent Garden he substituted for the great Giuseppe Di Stefano.
The fact that he would sing, for instance, Turandot Nessun Dorma. He selected the most appealing melodies of Puccini, especially Puccini and Verdi, and made them. It's impossible to be oblivious of those melodies. They are so strong, and he did it so well.
Tu pure, o principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore.
Well, there's another thing that Luciano said, I remember very well. Once, you've been in his place, South Central Park.
Yeah, I know.
There's a big desk he has with a equestrian statue, a statue quite big, and it has a pink marble. And he says that the details of the sculpture is a very old style. I don't know who did it, but it's probably from the Renaissance. There is the legs of the horse are so perfect, and you can even feel the muscles and the flexibility in a statue, the flexibility of the horseman. He has a hat with feathers, and it's an incredible work of art. And he said, yeah, it's a great work of art, but it's because the sculpture had something to start with. Was the marble. He had the marble to start. So this is a lesson for everybody. You have to have the marble in especially in the arts. Without the marble, you cannot keep going.